This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of another Purge of the BS, sanctioned by the First Amendment. Frustration levels 0 to 100 have been authorized for use during this purge. All weapons are restricted. Government officials have not been granted immunity from the Purge of the BS and shall undoubtedly receive the smoke. Commencing at the sound of the gong, any and all BS, especially unnecessary goofiness, will be purged without prejudice. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be available, but they will be busy because they too will be watching the Purge of the BS. Blessed be those who have already been victims of some BS. May God be with you all.
All right. I think we're ready for another live Purge of the BS. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. I got a couple of mods already in the chat. Special shouts to IAMZ. Shouts to Purple Groovy stopping in early. And, of course, I'm bringing on my boys tonight because this is the Saturday show, and we got a little bit of purging to do. So, Bricks, Bravo, gentlemen, would you join me in another Purge of the BS? Please.
But of course.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why not? I mean, this is what you're not paying us for.
Yeah, well, you know what? You can talk to YouTube about that.
Yeah. Let's talk to them.
Let's talk to them, because
you're not wrong.
You know, I'll be honest with you. We've been at this for a minute. And I've been, of course, arguing with the algorithms and the back end things.
The back end.
Yeah, I've been arguing with the back end. So, and I've been getting myself in trouble playing with the back end. So, you know.
No,
I mean, how deep did you go?
I mean, I went so deep that I hurt myself. You know what I'm saying?
You hurt yourself?
I hurt myself. I went too deep and I hurt myself. And so I'm recovering.
Did the back end end up looking like a sock puppet or a hand puppet?
Well, let's just say it's really scary in the back end, okay?
That's crazy.
It's absolutely crazy.
That stinks.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
I mean, it's not an industry shit. Dealing with the back end does stink.
Right.
It does. And you know,
it's literally the low end theory.
Yes, the from under theory.
Yeah.
I get you. Well,
anyway, you were saying.
No, what I was saying is I got myself in trouble playing in the back end. It is what it is. I ain't scared. I'm just saying we got some products coming out because I was playing around in the back end. So let's just. I know it don't sound right. What is that squeaking
Your products
noise?
make things move easier?
That there.
Oh, okay.
About good stuff.
Past the Cavassier.
That's some Sir Nightblood, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so.
Getting started early over there, huh?
I mean, actually, no, we used to do Hennessy. That was
that was the Hennessy.
Mason and Fondy. Yeah, that was the night of the blood of the night. Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody that's coming in on the horizontal feed. YouTube offered this whole vertical
phrasing.
Yeah, vertical and horizontal feed thing. They offered it to us.
Which way?
They'll take it anyway. Any way you want to put it to them. But the thing was, we were already giving it to them like that. So when I tried to use their apparatus, it told me no, because you're already doing it. So I'm already, I can't use their method because I already had a method, what they were saying.
So what's the lesson that we've learned, gentlemen?
Don't play around in the back end.
Don't accept no for an answer.
Yeah. You want things, you got to take them sometimes.
Stop playing with Jumanji.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
This is how
you're gonna get us pinched.
You're gonna get us pinched over here. It's it's very important that we don't get pinched when we were just. I just got finished playing in the back end. So
yeah,
I don't want to.
Jew Tate and Jew Barrymore.
But here's the thing. Even the one that is the linchpin of this religious, like his last days, he was hanging out with two criminals, right?
Right.
So it is what
Drinking
it
nothing
is.
but orange juice.
Yo.
Pause, perhaps.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right.
That's
Oh, they got
refreshing. Orange
timestamps.
juice.
They got timestamps on the chat on this end. I don't know if y'all can see that. They didn't-
Jacob the jeweler.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna get to the first
It's very nice
situation.
jewelry.
Oh, what was your favorite? What was your favorite cologne in high school?
Jupe.
This is why.
I don't know if it was my favorite, but I'll tell you this much. That shit smells better on some than others. I'll tell you that.
I will tell you, every time I put on juice, I got the job when I went to the MD.
Really?
Is that so? Well,
I had
think-
access to money all of a sudden.
Right.
I want to show y'all the Chinese guy talking.
I just
There
got
it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Because the clip is about the importance of communication and vocabulary in society. And I think
True.
none better to express such a sentiment than this gentleman who is Asian looking but does not sound
Simu
so.
Liu. Yeah, that's Shang-Chi.
Yeah, he's a Shang-Chi's a comedian.
He's a performer.
Well,
He
this
might
guy's a
be right.
comedian that I've seen before, but I'm thinking he does look like the Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
Rings.
yeah. What's his name? Simu Liu.
He had the
He
rings.
looks like him.
He had them rings.
And rings.
them rings around the anus. Anyway.
Jesus Christ!
Yo.
Go right to it.
So let's look
My
at the
God.
Hold on a second. Let's play the clip.
What are you in the Justice League?
No, hold on.
in good faith.
This is Ronnie
I
Chang.
would
This is Ronnie
probably
Chang.
Start that conversation with what we do agree with.
Okay.
Right? That'll be a logical place to start a difficult conversation. For example, MAGA, Make America Great Again. They have a point. America is not doing so great right now. Right? Our kids' math scores are down. Our children's science scores are down. When
math
judged
scores
according to
first.
international metrics, healthcare system's not doing so great. Wealth gap disparities increasing exponentially. There was an implied promise to a generation of Americans that if you do certain things, work hard, go to college, be a good person, you would have certain outcomes. And those outcomes didn't materialize for majority of people because baby boomers entrenched in decision-making positions lowered the capital gains tax so that their net worth essentially compounds year after year. And post-World War II, U.S. leadership traded the domestic manufacturing industry for national security by making the
Yeah,
U.S.
gets it.
dollar the default international trade currency, which gave America the ability to impose economic sanctions on foreign countries through a U.S. financial banking system, but consequently increased the value of the U.S. dollar astronomically, which made it impossible for anyone to manufacture anything in America. Although the logic at the time was that Americans were supposed to upskill en masse away from the menial manufacturing jobs. But everyone here's too much of a dumbass to stay in school, so we just traded domestic manufacturing to Asia and the rest of the world at the expense of working class families. But if you don't read enough, it comes out as, let's go, Brandon! And it's like you have a point, but you don't have the vocabulary to describe your reality because you didn't read enough. You gotta keep reading.
I brought this clip to you guys because Bravo is always stating the importance of reading shit. And that's and that's really what it comes down to. People are lacking information because they don't go out to get it. It is available. And it sounds like what this gentleman was saying is we have a lot more that we can agree upon is screwed up than we have to argue is not. That makes sense. And I think
It's really what he said. Like literally, if you read and realize how do you make America great? You have to undo all of the policies of the people who gave you slogans and sold away your access and freedom and your jobs, and your education.
Are you talking?
That's the thing. So I mean, that's the thing. Like we can get behind slogans all day. Why do you think? Like, I hate to make this a thing, but have you looked at how TikTok is presented in Western countries and how Douyin, which is TikTok in the East, how they what they allow? They don't allow the fuck shit that we're allowed.
They don't.
Because make them dumb, make them stupid. They got a lot of money. We're gonna go ahead and make all the things for them. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm gonna just to piggyback on that, I have this thing, and I just really think we need to bring customer service back. Like, bring all of the customer service jobs back first. I hate to say, I don't know how. I mean, honestly, you can have people working at home these days, but I'm just tired of when I call companies, I don't get people that can communicate to me in the way I like to communicate, if that makes sense.
Well, there's a statistic that no one talks about. I mean, it really doesn't even exist, but I'd like it to exist. And that is, the reason why I asked you how long does it take the average American to give a shit about not getting fired? Because it literally took me till I was about 32, meaning my ego during my 20s, I could have a job, and this time it was something. Bravo and I were talking about this earlier, but I think I was making $56,000 a year, right. And at that time I thought I was, the shit.
Correct.
But if a boss talked to me greasy, I was like, "Let's go outside, motherfucker."
Right.
You gotta live through it.
I ended up
right now.
You gotta live through
it. I ended up outside, but by myself with my little box, and going to my car to explain to my family why I no longer was employed.
And you probably had a great story that you told when you got back. Like, these motherfuckers, that whole situation. I get you.
So to make a long story longer, bringing customer service back to a country that really doesn't give a shit about where they're working today. How?
Let me tell you.
Because when I walked into a Popeyes and somebody said, "What you want?"
Yeah, but that's Popeyes. I'm not talking about Popeyes. Look, there are plenty of decent call centers that exist in the United States where you call.
Why do they even have "How may I help you" on a fucking Walmart smock?
Because that's Walmart. I'm not talking about Walmart. I'm talking about when I call, let's just say, T-Mobile, right? Okay. T-Mobile has a store, less than 5 miles from my house. I have T-Mobile internet. I got the T-Mobile situation going on, right? But if I call their customer service, I don't get somebody around here. I get somebody who's way somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
That's what I mean. Not just the active customer service.
You're not talking about somebody. Okay,
you're talking about the business.
Bringing back phone marketing and help.
Right.
Yes, I used to work those jobs. I used to work for a place in Owings Mills. Yeah, so I know.
It's because they couldn't keep people.
Well, it's not. Actually, it was the people were too expensive, like you said.
You can't bring it back. It's too early to try to bring that back. The reason why is because we need to rebuild the fabric of decency and accountability. We need to rebuild that first. Because we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Because what you start is you can start at the spigot of where the poison is. If you start making all of these sites we get our information from, if we re-look at Section 230, where it says the platform is not responsible for what the people post on it, if we revisit that in a very good way but still allow for freedoms but responsibility, we're not going to be streamlining trash into the eyeballs of every generation going forward.
That's true.
But you know what I mean? And
we would have to have a real
conversation. Yeah, but when you start learning decency, you start caring about your fellow man. You start saying hello and thank you. You start opening up conversations with a greeting instead of just starting a text without saying nothing else. But can you give me $5? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You'll start learning what scruples are and what manners are and how people interact with each other when they want something or how to collaborate.
So which generation do you target with that? Like who are you targeting with that? Because everybody don't need
you have to target alpha, because the thing is that everybody who's already set in their ways is lost. You have to plant the seed for the future. We're not gonna, whatever we're talking about right now today, if we institute it today, we will not see the fruits of that labor for 30 years.
You know what's interesting about that, man? Like, kids, I feel like kids get softer and softer. And so next generation, or maybe the generation after that, may be back to fist fighting. Maybe not even fighting. But I wanted to speak to what you said, the concept of what is it? The strong will survive, or survival of the.
The fittest.
Good times create weak men, but bad times create strong men. That whole cycle.
Well, what I was gonna say is it literally should be survival of the friendliest. And the reason why I say that, I saw this because you know how you always say you attract more bees with honey.
Right.
I saw this documentary on Netflix about pets. And there was this guy talking, and he went back to the Ice Age and all of that, and he was talking about the two animals that survived mostly everything were bears and wolves.
Yep.
Now, wolves, yes, they were packs, but wolves, and this is how we got the dogs that we have now, wolves learned to follow behind man, and you know, the trash and stuff that man would throw out, they knew was food. And so by getting closer to man with this trash, they became more friendly, and that's how we got dogs. So by being friendly, they survived, and now they're man's best friend. And so if humans would adopt this survival of the friendliest, we would have a renaissance like what you're talking about. And I think it may happen because, especially in this country, we can only be mean to each other, but for so long until even that becomes old.
Yeah. There you go. It becomes exhausting after a while.
Right.
Like, all right. Enough.
You're right.
You know, I get
the thing is, for me, we will never be able to move forward until we literally minimize victimhood, self-victimhood. Everybody, because here's the thing: if you look at it, everybody who's making noise in the wrong direction is claiming themselves as a victim and saying things that are incorrect to feed their point of them being a victim. DC crime is at the lowest it's been in 30 years, but yet and still we have military on the street because we need somebody to be a victim or maybe distract from pedo cases. But whatever.
Yeah, whatever. You know, things going on in the back end.
The low end theory.
The greasy things going on in the back end amazes me.
Yeah. Well, hold on a second here. I got to bring over my next guys.
Yeah, man.
I got to do it. Since we were talking about everybody getting along, I got a clip came to me.
Getting along what?
Yeah, well, this one is interesting. It sounds like a Florida story. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some lady got arrested. I don't know. I'm gonna find out 1 second here. But yeah, a lady got arrested for taking it to the hood, as they would say.
Okay.
Oh no, it is.
That
Florida.
sounds like sex.
It's Florida. All right. Well, we know we got a WTF clip coming up, guys. We know here at Purge of the BS, WTF is, well, that's Florida. Okay. So apparently this lady got arrested for putting a guy on her hood and driving with him in Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, this sounds fun. Let's see what this was.
I thought y'all could do that in Florida.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I couldn't do that. Is that what you're talking about?
I literally said that phrase earlier in the bricks today. I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me bring it on over here. Got you. Had to line it up.
What did he say?
Uh-oh.
Hold up, we're not sharing, just so you know.
Oh, we're not sharing yet? Oh,
Maybe we
no,
are.
No, they're not.
That.
No, you didn't. I didn't
Special
get the
music.
Share. I didn't get the share going.
Shit that sounds like Optimus Prime pulling the wang out.
That sound effect sounds like it needs to be followed up by Khaled.
Well, we couldn't hear you. We couldn't hear you. I know what you meant to say.
It sounds like we the best.
Meant to say it. We are the best. All right, I had the link wrong. That's what it was. Sorry, guys. I had the link wrong.
Jumping Jubilee.
And I got the. Okay, here we go. I got it.
What did you say again?
Jew, shut your mouth.
Do you know what you just said?
We are definitely skirting the lines here.
Jumping Jupiter.
All right, so you guys can see me bring this thing over. For
Pause.
the ones in the chat, thank you for coming in. Purple Groovy, I see you still hanging out. IMZ. I see you are still hanging out with us over here at the Purge the BS. So we're gonna purge some BS real quick.
Do you think
so,
I should choose my words wisely?
You better stop.
You better stop it right now.
You're right, though. You're right.
All right.
Jumping Jehoshaphat.
So this woman is getting charged with an attempted M. So let's see what happens.
Plus, a wild ride on a busy street.
I've never seen anything like this.
It's video you will only see on Fox 35.
Well, now you've
A
seen
man
it here.
hanging on for
Yo,
dear
what is-
life as
this
he's
a
sitting on the
Rolls-Royce
hood of a speeding.
You know, yeah. Let's give some props there. That's a nice ass Rolls that just pulled off to the side and decided to give us this blessing called this video.
It's a Rolls Royce filming from the driver's seat. Let's just soak that in real quick.
Well, they
It's a
saw
Rolls
something
Royce.
crazy going on, and they said we got.
Well, that might be the chauffeur.
That might be the people who set this whole thing up.
Could be, because if she hits them brakes, he's losing all 8 of them fingers.
Correct.
Well, let's see where it goes. I don't think he got run over per se, but I don't know. It's new.
Car.
Source, renewed cleaning service.
And this is video you will
That's
exclusively
the source?
see right here on Fox 35. Imagine you're driving to work
And the
and you
Purge
see
of the
this.
BS.
A man hanging onto the windshield of a car which is speeding down the road, weaving in and out of traffic. Thanks for joining us. I'm Luann Sorrell.
And I'm John Brown. This all started when the man and the driver started arguing at a gas station there in Cocoa. Police say that turned into the man jumping on the hood as the driver took off down State Road 520. Fox 35's Esther Bauer is live near the State Road 520 today. So, Esther, it all ended when the driver crashed.
John, that final crash happened right here at Pineapple and King Street, and that's because the driver actually slammed into this sign, which you can see is still on the ground. Before that, she hit several vehicles on the road and eventually threw the man who was clinging onto the windshield into the street.
Did you see how she finished up her story? She looked like she
Yeah,
was
like
posing.
a hot girl.
Yeah, she did. I don't know if y'all caught it. Yeah.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
Do you think there's a reason why she is saying the driver and not the owner of the car?
Are we assuming that the lady or person who drove did not own the car? Is that what you're saying?
And also, do you know that there hasn't been a mention of the owner at all? Maybe the person on the hood could have been the owner and saying, "Give me my car back."
No, I thought they got into an argument. Isn't that what the story said? I'm sorry, the lady was talking.
I mean,
it could be a domestic thing, and he could literally own the car that they normally use.
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying.
Let's see if we get some more
I own my
information.
truck. My wife owns her
Purge,
truck.
run it back so we can watch Esther Bauer.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing.
You know exactly what you're doing. Without doing. Are you talking about Esther? Esther Bauer. Okay. All right. Well, Esther, thank you.
Esther's. Go ahead. Yeah. Why did Rolls Royce? Why that Rolls Royce look like whoever owned it just got fired with that box that I was talking about that I ended up in the parking lot with earlier? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's run it back.
Let's take it back to Esther's top. I mean, the top of the story.
Yeah,
right.
Esther.
John, that final crash happened right here at Pineapple and King Street, and that's because the driver actually slammed into this sign, which you can see is still on the ground. Before that, she hit several vehicles on the road and eventually threw the man who was clinging onto the windshield into the street. It's not something you see every day. A man hanging on the hood of a moving car.
It's Tuesday morning
she was
at 8
like, I'm
o'clock.
so
How did we
aesthetic.
get here?
That's a good question, and what Cocoa police are trying to figure out.
Both are in the hospital. The male was airlifted. He's in critical condition with head injuries. She was also taken to the hospital by ambulance.
Was he run over?
Yes.
Cocoa detectives mapped the scene and spoke with witnesses on Tuesday morning. Stephanie Blake was on the road when she spotted the white car with the man hanging on and heading towards hers.
And I saw the car coming up real fast from behind me.
She's one of many drivers who called 911 to report the dangerous situation.
And this is a main strip of road, from Cocoa to Merritt Island. So it was just really scary.
The real travesty of justice is that bitch has a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are we focused on her freckle chest.
And
Well, I had to pause
I
it for a
saw the
moment.
car out of control.
See most of that stuff.
Holy shit.
But this wasn't scripted.
I've never seen anything like this.
Police say the incident started as a domestic dispute in the Wawa parking lot, but quickly escalated. The man allegedly jumped on and off the windshield several times before the crash.
He fell off, gets back on a couple of times.
And he jumped off and was yelling and screaming and then jumped right back on.
The car was towed away Tuesday afternoon and the road eventually reopened.
I'm cooking.
And Cocoa police
Hold on, what'd you say?
say it's possible both people
bro.
involved could be
Yeah.
facing charges. They need to figure out why the fight started and why this man jumped onto the front of the car in the first place.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna pause it right there because I just want to say I've never personally had the experience of like knowing a person who does newscasting. But could you imagine if you were in a relationship with a person that spoke to you like they were doing a news story all the time?
Oh God!
Oh, my
They've got
goodness.
TikTokers that do that.
Yeah, that's
with with their partners and shit.
Right.
I think
it's funny. It's funny to watch it, but I couldn't imagine like if I was trying to have a conversation and you're telling me that the report, well, you were there at 11:30 p.m. and then, you know, and like telling it like a news story, like,
Right.
damn, investigator.
Oh.
Yeah, you're like, hey, baby, what's going on with the weather outside? And she's
I
like,
always thought
partly
that just-
cloudy skies this afternoon. Highs.
I just thought that was part of being married. My wife always shows up with the evidence. She's like, you know what I mean? Like, I just thought that was part of being married.
Yeah, but it's a
make sure
different,
he knows
it's a
it's going.
different
You good.
inflection. The vocal inflection of a news person is different than the regular
This is true.
arguing person. You know, upset
This
person.
is true.
So, hey, special
But I
shout
wanna
to
get back- I
Allison
wanna get-
Warner. Yo, Allison Warner's in the
Hell
chat
yeah.
as well. No, we're gonna
Hell
give.
yeah. I want to get
nice
back to the
applause.
point that
Yes.
I am
At least
cooking
I've
now.
seen people drive without hoods.
Sure.
I am cooking though, because that's what I was saying before. I was like, yo, how do we know this wasn't some domestic shit? And they didn't call her the owner of the car, they called her the driver, and they never said the person on the hood wasn't the owner of the car. So if it's a domestic dispute, you know what I mean? He might be a shitbag and beating on her and she's trying to get away. That really could be a thing.
That could be
But-
a thing too.
You know what I mean? But the thing is that I knew that they knew each other. There was an argument. It seemed like it was domestic, and they never called her the owner of the vehicle. I was like, okay, that makes sense. That
Bravo
totally makes sense.
investigates.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
he
I
pulls
just
apart.
asked the questions that
He
need to be
pulls
asked.
it apart like some pulled pork. He pulls it apart.
Crazy.
So, nonetheless, this story, of course, it's just a regular Florida story, in my opinion. It's just like this is the stuff that happened. It was a Tuesday, so
The best part about it is that Esther told us.
yeah.
I was about to say, this really does. It's giving. She found like some dude that maybe it's her boyfriend, and they decided let's make a news story today. And like she's trying. Like this was an audition video. Like,
yeah, this is her audition.
did you see
tape.
how
Hey,
long he focused on the street signs when he turned the camera up to look
Right.
up, and then the one shot he's just staring at the old lady's boobs. Like,
Yeah, that's a horrible shot, by the way.
This last shot, do you see how long she was just sitting there waiting for it to start recording? Like you couldn't have edited that out.
He
Like,
makes
you could
sure
edit this before you send it.
exactly. He makes sure that every time she walks back, we see the whole body. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, he did an up down on her too when she was walking back. He did one of
Yeah,
those.
up down,
Appreciate your cameraman. Appreciate you.
Like,
we got
unless
the
it's
full
like-
picture. We got the full picture of Esther.
some low life that used to film porn, that's just out of work, and she just calls him up and says, "We need somebody." The regular guy called off. Like, oh yeah,
Right.
we'll be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
What did you say your name was again? You ever heard
Yes.
of backroom facials?
He has 3 skinny gold chains and an open rayon shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, I'll shoot you. What's what you need?
Right.
Well, in addition to people in cars or on cars, there's been a rising of issues with DoorDashers lately, and I've been getting a bunch of those clips. So we're gonna have to get into that for just a moment. Just a moment. Let me bring it over.
Why are they freaking around with DoorDashers, bro?
I don't get it. Because
these people don't make any money in the first place.
Right.
Literally, that's indentured servant. Stop kicking the help, yo. Like,
make like $100 a day,
cool.
if that. Like, and then they spend about $50 in gas.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's good for some quick money if you need it real quick for a weekend. But other than that, man, it is not worth it.
Like, let's do the math, bro. If you're out there, like if somebody says, okay, well, I'm getting ready to drive to Jersey. Well, where do you live? North Carolina. How long is it going to take you? About 7 hours. Well, how long are you going to DoorDash today? Because that's about a gas tank and some change. Think about how much it costs you to fill your tank. You're going to drive DoorDash for 8 hours, bro, and you make $100 a day.
Ridiculous. Well, let me show you what happened with this DoorDasher. Apparently, he got stiffed and then came back. So let me bring that over.
That's what Diddy said.
Yeah, he got stiffed and came back, sir.
Came on back.
Can't stop, won't stop.
These DoorDasher, man. This is why I hate DoorDash. This is the shit I be talking about. I'm trying to bring my this is the third time that shit didn't happen. Why do y'all do it? Like,
how do you get stiffed on something you pay for in advance?
Oh, because people do a return because they don't want to pay for the food.
This shit to show y'all what we go through as dashers. Yes, I'm pulling right back up to this mother job. I'm tired of this shit. Canceling their order when they got their order, bro. This shit is crazy. Where's my keys? Where's my keys at? It's always doing this shit. Shit is ridiculous.
Well, he took the time to beep out most of the cuss words. That was fun.
And bring y'all food. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say this, but people do this the most. People do this the most. You try to bring them their food.
they beeped out black.
Break room,
That's funny. Can't say that, sir.
Upstairs, baby, you need that up there? Okay. Thank you, love. I'm sick of this shit, man.
Well, they just let him right up in there. It's a good thing he wasn't there to do nothing crazy.
He was just there.
Yeah,
That's
he
why
was just there.
I just left here.
Yeah.
She said, is he in this break room?
That's the
always doing this. You gotta be upstairs. Always doing this.
He probably sitting there eating that shit.
Oh yeah, he's eating it. Of course,
yeah, he is. He is.
Of course, he is.
There you go. Look at him. Just a silly. Excuse me, bro. No, bro. I'm the one who just brought you that DoorDash food. I just DoorDashed you that. You just remember a couple minutes ago. So I'm driving, bro. And just you canceled the order,
what's
bro.
the problem?
I'm trying to figure out why you canceled this and you didn't get it and you sitting there eating it.
Oh, bro. And you come at me way too incorrect, bro.
Yo, he's talking shit with a mouthful of food too.
Hey, with a Sprite. I don't even drink one, so.
That's up to McDonald's, and you gonna just keep eating. That's up to McDonald's. McDonald's messed up your order, not me.
Bro, you supposed to check it, bro. You supposed to check it. Am I right or wrong?
No, but I'm just saying. But okay, you're right. So
over a Sprite,
I could have came back. You could have, you know what I'm saying? Wrote it in the notes. I could have got you or something.
Come on, bro. I'm on my lunch break and everything.
No, bro, because people always pull this shit on me, bro. Like, you understand, bro? This is how I make my money, my living, bro. When y'all do shit like this, y'all can get me banned from the account.
Ain't got nothing to do with me, bro.
What you mean got nothing to do with you, bro? So you just gonna sit here and lie and you gonna sit and you eating the food? Bro, I don't give a bro. It don't matter, bro.
This ain't what I ordered, though.
So.
Hey, you tell me last time, bro, we finna close up. I'm on my lunch break, bro.
Listen, so you can't like go back into there and just say you got it, bro. These days, DoorDash.
All right, I'm gonna pause that. Well, not pause it. It's over.
Man, that's a little bit different circumstances. I mean,
he says the wrong order.
It is.
What if he's allergic
order.
to orange soda?
But look, man, he wasn't allergic to that double quarter pounder he was eating.
He was definitely drinking that orange soda.
Yeah, he was sipping the hell out of it.
The straw was in it.
I don't even like orange soda. I don't even like this. I'm eating it though, but I don't even like it. That's what he said.
I only drink Sunny D or purple stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. I felt like it was a battle of the deepest voice, and I think the dude sitting down won that.
Yeah, I was.
As soon as he said, "Hold up, yo, you coming to my office all crazy like my place work."
Right, on my lunch break.
We finna close up.
Yeah, we finna.
I ain't order this shit. I order Sprite, as most black folks do. Okay.
He says, I don't even drink one soda. Like, one soda? You don't drink one soda? Like, nigga, you need to see a doctor, yo. Yeah, that's what killed Fife.
Well, there was that guy, and
why is that funny?
There was another DoorDash incident, and I'm playing this because I want what Brick said in the beginning to be very heard by anybody that comes through this podcast. Leave the damn DoorDashers alone, man. Like, them people out there, it is not easy, man. It ain't easy dealing with y'all in general. Like, people in general. It's not easy dealing with y'all.
You know what else is messed up? Nobody recognizes that nigga that was sitting down at that desk.
No.
The lighting ain't great.
Somebody would recognize him. Somebody, you know, that's it. Somebody's
People that know that motherfucker is probably like, yeah, yo, you fucked up his order, yo. Why you try to blast him?
Right, why you blasting Craig, yo? He
ain't making no money neither.
Soda, nigga. He don't drink.
He ordered McDonald's. Yo, you know what? This is the thing. You got to be on some low life shit to order McDonald's, because you know if you DoorDash McDonald's, them fries is 30 minutes
done. Them fries are done, son.
So here's the thing. That motherfucker, anybody who cancels a DoorDash order for little reason or no reason is the actual crab in the barrel.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The
Yes.
actual crab in the barrel. They are kicking down. They are pulling somebody down so they can get to the top. You know what I mean?
The top of
Over a
what?
McDonald's meal, though? Like, that's not even no real money.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like,
saving.
you've seen crabs in a barrel. You know what the phrase means. They don't even know what they're doing. They're just trying to get to the top. That's why you don't have to put a top on crab
He's
barrel.
like what was the headmistress or whatever at the freaking we call it the orphanage in the movie Annie. Like Cinderella's mom, that piece of shit.
Well, this is another one.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know what
Oliver
happened.
Twist. Sir, want some more?
So apparently this guy's delivering pizza. This guy's delivering pizza, and some lady knocks the pizza out of his hand. I don't know. I don't know, man.
God.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
That's not.
We're gonna see.
Oh.
Yo, he moved just like I would have. Hey, girl,
Right.
If you don't back up, you're gonna learn something.
Why did
today.
she do that?
I don't know. Let's see it. Let's see what the clip says. So he give away pizza.
Everybody knows you. This is crazy.
Okay. You don't like pizza delivery people?
1 second. No problem.
There's too much going on in this place right now. I'd be scared as shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they just answer the damn door?
Why is she so mad? Because she didn't get no pizza?
You're right. Oh. What about you? I was here to say that. What's up? She's good?
That Joker did move like Papa Purge, though.
Here we go.
I've seen that.
I still don't see what he's done wrong to this person on the other side.
He's standing in
I'll
his
tell
own
you what he
space.
did wrong.
Is he blocking
And
the
then
door or
with that
something?
delicious cheese, tomato sauce, and pepperoni, and it ain't for her broke ass.
Why are you taking a picture of me?
Yeah, why are you recording this dude? What are you doing?
You don't like that? You don't like me taking pictures of me?
Oh, why would you?
Because I want to. You stand in front of my door, so.
I'm standing in front of his door.
Oh, so not? Why are you looking at me?
I'm waiting, man. What the fuck, bro? Are you dumb?
No.
He's coming.
Oh, so then why are you looking at me?
Oh, come on, man.
Yo, that little, you squared up real quick. What are we doing?
Step aside.
She knocked the pizza down, bro.
Step aside. Step aside. Come on.
What is going on?
Step aside.
Step
Man.
Step aside. Step aside, man. So scared. She knocked the pizza down. Step aside. Step aside. Deliver the pizza. Step aside. What you want to do?
Deliver that pizza.
So then go deliver the pizza. Stand here and stay here. I'll stand here with you till the door opens. So let's wait for the pizza.
I understand none of this. I just think she's
Well,
mad.
I'll tell
she
you
didn't
this
get no
much:
pizza.
by the time that damn DoorDash pizza was delivered, I know that cheese was hard as that goddamn door.
Cheese was everywhere. First of all, when I'm waiting for a pizza, it don't take me that long to come to the door. Let's just be real.
Yeah, that dude probably ordered a pizza on the way home, and he probably responded on his phone to the little ring doorbell and said, "I'm on my way." Whatever. Probably not even there. But here's the thing: the issue that needs to be addressed. One is just common decency. Why we doing extra shit?
Right.
And two, tell me what universe that little lady would fare well in the square up with this dude who lives a hard life and has a dash.
You can,
you know what I mean?
You can tell he lived a hard one. He's had a hard, rough life.
She really had to hit the pizza twice, and he was like, "Look, yo."
He had to stop. The way he stopped himself after he squared up.
Yeah, because he had to
He probably
stop
on
himself.
probation.
That's
He probably
discipline.
on probation
That's
right
discipline.
now.
I keep telling y'all it's
This
about
dude's
discipline.
seen it. He has seen the other side. He don't want to
Where
go
is
back.
this, Dundalk?
You know, it sounded like he was in New York somewhere. I heard a little bit of a New York, a northern kind of an accent there. So I will assume nothing, but I'll say this. All that step inside for what? What, you going to shoot me in your house? You want me to
That's
come
what it
across?
seemed like she was asking
Yeah,
for.
you want me to come across the threshold so you can go tell everybody that you shot the pizza man?
But here's the thing. She
Fuck
threw a
outta
bag
here.
inside. No, here's the thing: is she threw the bag inside, right? She didn't have any. She didn't look to have anything on her person as far as concealed carry after she threw the bag inside. So step aside, be like, all right, open the door. And now she's opening the door, just rushing, choking her.
See, now
That's
we cannot tell people how to commit assault on the show. Okay?
I'm just saying, it's
log
called
into the
vigorous
Discord.
self-defense.
Log into the Discord. We'll talk about it there. Special
It's called
shouts to
proactive self-defense.
Lost Owl, and Billy Forte, who stopped in the chat over here. And I'm just gonna say, guys, I don't personally know why anybody would do this. Like, I didn't get enough context. She seemed like she was mad that he was just there. So
I'm gonna tell you why.
How do you get past that?
I'm one of those people that subscribe to the concept of black people cannot be racist, but black people can be prejudiced. I do subscribe to that.
It can be
and that's some
asshole.
prejudice shit right there, yo.
Forget prejudice. That was just being a dick nugget. Like,
that's what because when she walked in the house, she said, "Man, I was fucked with this white dude." Like, for what?
Right, because he was there trying to do his little delivery job. He wasn't bothering nobody. He just
You know how I know that motherfucker had a hard life? Because my little ass would have been like, "Man, fuck, now I gotta go get another pizza."
Right.
This motherfucker still delivering that flipped ass carry, kicking down the hallway shit.
Yep.
This is the shit you ordered.
Yeah, and then that customer will probably be upset with him because their pizza's all messed up, and it's not even his fault.
But they got video evidence. They got video
Right,
evidence.
but now
He
he
ain't
got
do it.
beef with. Now they got beef with the lady across the hall.
Right. Why you do that? With my pizza, my son was waiting on that pizza. Yeah.
Right.
This is the problem with all of this shit.
Yeah,
man.
it
She
is a
fucked up.
problem. It is a problem, and I'm sick of these people, man. Like,
She fucked up.
we talked about it in the beginning part of the show. If people were just decent people in a general sense, we wouldn't have anywhere near as many problems as we do. This guy could have wilded out and choked that lady out, like we were just saying. He could have thrown her down some steps. He could have wilded out.
You ever seen one of them ass whippings where hands go around her throat and the motherfucker choking starts saying, "I ain't going back, motherfucker."
Right. They start revisiting some highlight in their head of somebody that they needed to take out years ago.
Yeah.
So wait, I got.
That was my mama, goddammit! That was my mama.
As somebody, all of us who have been in actual skirmishes, who've actually thrown hands, I don't believe that this lady in the glasses has ever thrown hands for real. I believe that a lot of her talking shit has gotten her out of things because she's doing absolutely
I don't know,
everything.
man. She got some guns, man. You looking at them arms? She got some guns. She might be able to throw a couple of punches.
I don't think. Yeah, she might be able to knock a chick out, but this dude, not happening.
She look like she fight niggas. Just being honest.
Yeah,
she got the look.
but does she win? That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's a lot of show. I think it's a lot of talk. Because I'm gonna tell
That
you
guy
right
had
now.
been dark skinned. Do you think this would have went down the same way?
Definitely not. Because
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
as soon as that pizza wobbled, she'd have been on the floor.
See, we can't say that. We don't know which dark-skinned guy she would have gotten. We can't assume that
Let's
all
just say that
dark-skinned-
red shirt. Let's say that red shirt didn't say "Make America Great" on it.
It doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
I know it doesn't. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to get to the opposite side of the spectrum, not the black hockey player.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Gotcha.
I think she was looking for trouble. I think she was paranoid. She might be running. She might be moving packs out the building, and she doesn't like people hanging around. So she's just trying to harass. That might be a thing. You know what I mean?
It might
I don't
be
know.
A thing. It's about
You know
to
what I
be a
mean?
problem. If it ain't a thing, it's about to be a problem. If
So
that's
what
a thing-
happens if they can't? Yo, Billy Forte's in the app and saying the app probably canceled the order. But what I'm saying is, what if this dude drove 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes in the whole, round, what do you call it, the round trip?
Yeah.
If they cancel, does he get his gas money back for that?
No.
Or his mileage back?
No. See, no. See, the thing that's being missed.
She would have
in
ate that whole goddamn
Listen,
pizza.
No, this is not. No, he's talking about the McDonald's joint. And the McDonald's joint, when the dude went back to the country club and whatever, talked to the dude, and who said they got the wrong order. The issue is that the dude canceled the order instead of complaining he got the wrong thing. That's two different things. Canceling it means they snatch your money. Got the wrong order. Now we can talk. We can say either it was the establishment, it was the driver picked up the wrong pack, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But canceling it snatches the money off rip.
Well, I'm talking about this dude in this jersey right here.
Yeah.
If he cancels it or says, "Hey, man, I'm getting fucked with I gotta go," then what?
He can't. No, the thing is, he has to give proof that he literally tried to deliver the stuff, which is happening right now, right? So he has to prove that he tried to attempt delivery, and then he is rightfully he has rightful ownership of the cash that he's supposed to earn on that trip.
Could y'all hear what she was saying when she was filming him?
Yes.
Just was saying that she wanted to do
Because
that.
I can.
Because she can. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
She was
said.
just
She said,
being a
"Because I
dick
can."
nugget. Like, there's no
Correct.
two ways about it. None of that was necessary.
Correct.
He didn't even knock on the wrong door first or something like that. Like, there was no reason for this lady to be antagonizing this guy like this. She's lucky he didn't beat her with that pizza box.
I hate when
I think I know what the issue is. This might be a secure building, and he just drafted somebody getting in the building, and she's mad that somebody got into the building.
You know what?
Maybe.
You know what?
It's a theory. It's a theory.
Nah,
It's a
man.
theory.
This doesn't look like the most high-class, secure building we're talking about here, okay?
What do you mean?
I'm
Most
just
nice
saying.
places have tile in the hallway.
Yeah, you already know. Like broken
shit look
tile,
like-
too.
That shit look like the Carter, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
what is you talking?
That's exactly
That
what it
shit,
looks
that shit
like.
like it's straight out of Little Shop of Horrors, nigga. Like
She got on a goddamn basketball jersey, and that's why. Yeah, okay.
Right.
So, nonetheless, I will complete the thought by saying what I said in the beginning, which is we need to have people leave the damn dashers and the delivery people alone.
Stop kicking the help, man. Stop kicking
Yeah,
the help
man.
to make
Stop
yourself
doing
feel
that.
better, yo.
If you gotta do that as a job, it's because you really need to do that. Nobody just does that because they like delivering shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Well, that's not exactly true because
No, man.
older retired people like working at Walmart, driving shit.
Yeah,
They
They
like
don't
doing
be
stuff
liking it though. They hate the job just as much as anybody else.
Because they need to because we fuck them over.
Yeah, we fucked their
That's
Medicare
what
shit
they-
up, so they got to go back to
You
work.
know, I'm only saying that because, all right, so I had to rent a car when I had some damage to my car, and so I had to rent a car. And this old guy came and picked me up from Rocky Mount to the car repair place where I was at. But he was just a happy-go-lucky old guy. He was like, "Man, I don't have no problem coming out here, man. I'm retired. I just do this part-time, and it's
That's
fine."
a good guy. That's a
Yeah,
good
he
guy.
would just talk. It was good stories going on, and he just liked to have something to do. I mean, moral of the
That's
story
good.
was he
I
just
would
liked
do
to
that
get
too.
away from his wife during the day.
But, you know,
solid.
motivation.
I get that.
Motivation. I get it.
But to add on to what you were saying, Hayes, is this. Let's stop kicking the help. Let's stop making people feel bad and kicking our delivery people and our gig workers just to make ourselves feel better. But I also want to take it to another level. I want state by state legislation to, you know how like
that escalated quickly.
No. The thing is like, think about it. You know, because you know how you can get like a modifier if you do a crime, but then they find out it's gang related. If what you're doing is for social media, if you're annoying public workers or customer service workers just for your social media, there should be a modifier for that. There should be a modifier for that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Like just the social, because we have so many videos of people messing with people working at Walmart, Burger King, Wendy, people who are just trying to do their job. So they're kicking down and they're making money off of this stuff. Like these people have like 5 million, 7 million, whatever subscribers, or they're on the grind to get 1 million and they're just doing it off the backs of embarrassing people. I
will say it does bring me pleasure when people start getting jacked the fuck up and they say, no, it's a prank. Oh, so that makes it okay.
Yeah, this ass whooping ain't gonna be a prank.
This ass whooping is a prank. Right. Yeah, when I'm done, it's a prank, motherfucker.
Right.
Exhibit number 1, see the truth. The people are trying to find him to sue his ass.
Really?
Who is see the truth?
The guy with the milk and shit, with the Cocoa Puffs.
You could do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay. Have any of these people been unalived?
A few of them. Actually, some of them influencers, man, do the live streams, they get caught slipping. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen enough stories lately where people are out Vegas or whatever, and somebody roll right up on them because they're in, you know.
I saw that one. I saw that one. Where the people walked up on the guy on the bridge with the gun. Like what? I saw that one. The dude who got shot in Virginia. Yep. The dude who got shot in Virginia. The guy the autistic dude said, "Leave me alone. Leave me alone." And the guy was playing phrases, sexual phrases on his phone. He said, "Leave me alone," and he shot him in his hip. He's like, "Bye." In the mall.
It's a prank, bro.
Right. A food delivery dude shot the prankster.
That's what you
hands
get.
Down. It's pop, pop. Yeah.
I love it when it's like some big muscle bound motherfucker that like grabs them up by the shirt and lifts them up.
Right.
Off their feet and smashes them up, like where you see genuine fear. And the only thing they can think to call on is it's a prank. And what kills me is that the cameraman does not stop filming.
Nope.
Like if it was Bravo doing the prank and I'm filming him, the people would be upset because the phone would hit the ground as I'm going to help my friend.
Right. They don't never help. They just there filming.
Never.
Get your ass whooped. You
told me to keep filming.
Wow.
We got some great footage of your coccyx being dismantled. Yeah.
You ever had your shit pushed in?
Yeah, you did today. We got it all on X. It's great.
Right. And Billy Forte put in the chat that Uber requires, or Uber Eats, which is funny to me, they require drivers to have a vehicle that's 2017 or younger. But I would imagine to deliver people is one thing versus delivering food. Like delivering food, that's stupid to me. You should be able to have anything with 4 wheels, an engine, and gas and brakes, and you can deliver.
No, it's easier. It's easier to add on a service to a pre-existing service than to develop a whole new qualification stream.
Well, don't they have their own? Don't they have like certain benefits that would require you to have a newer vehicle? Because I think I don't know if this is correct, but I heard it was that they help with certain things just in case.
Discount detailing services. That's what I've heard.
A little bit, but that's when you're transporting people. When you're transporting food, or if you're doing like Amazon Flex, where you're just delivering packages and stuff like that, I don't think you should have the same requirement of when you're driving people around. That's all I'm saying.
But they didn't say Amazon Flex. I believe Uber Eats was mentioned in particular is because they built a platform for one thing and they just bolted on the Eats thing. So
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. When I drove Uber before, and I was doing both. I was doing people and food. And that sucked because I would have the food in there, and then I'd go get a people pickup, and they would smell, you know, Stromboli or whatever the hell was in there 10 minutes before. And they're like, it smells like an Italian restaurant in here. And, you know, I got a couple of bad reviews for that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the car smelled like fried chicken or something. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I give the 4.5 stars. Very polite driver, but the whole vehicle smelled like squingili.
Yeah, exactly.
Squingili.
And I'm serious. I literally got dinged a couple times for that.
Crazy.
So, nonetheless, let's let the help out there, you know, keep doing what they got to do.
Stop picking the folks that help us do what we need to do. Like we're all in this together. You know? Like nobody wants to gig work. No one wants to. Nobody dreams of being a gig worker.
Right. They have to do it.
No
they
one
need
does.
the money.
They have to do it.
Well, I think there was a time where it was actually quite beneficial, and I think that's when there were still taxis.
Yeah. Yeah,
but that's the whole thing. That's
and
when
they got rid of the taxis and raised the prices.
That's what blitzscaling is. That's exactly what I'm trying to say about AI. But I'm saying it's the Uber model. Uber lost money consistently, hundreds of millions of dollars until like the last 3 years, when they finally ran off all the taxis, and then that's why all your Uber prices have tripled. That's the same thing that's going to happen with AI. As soon as they make you say, oh, AI works, it can replace all these people, right? Okay, guess what? Your subscription to this AI as a business is going to octuple. Because what are you going to do? Hire people that you fired that no longer know how to do this?
Right. Gonna have to
You're
There's always people that need to drive,
Yeah, that is true.
Right, but you know what? Your boy Elon's about to fix that.
them autonomous vehicles.
This is what I'm saying.
The fucking drones, the drones is delivering food now. Yeah, they probably faster than people.
I'm just saying, like, we need to just stop for a second and figure this shit out. Like, yeah, all this stuff is cool, but what the fuck are people going to do? If you replace everything with the fucking machine, what are they going to do?
Yo, can you imagine the tagline for a company that delivers food by drone? Like, I mean, think about it. Like, when you're delivering food in a car or even on a bike, a moped, whatever, you got to go this way, then you're going to go this way, you're going to go down this street. It was like, we are point to point. We just go up and straight to the point, drop the shit. Right. That's it. You know how quickly and like how efficient it would be getting your food from a drone?
It's coming.
But then again, I don't know. Maybe the elevation might be making the food a little cold. I don't know, maybe.
But here's the thing. That would really work. That would work well in neighborhoods. It won't work well on apartment buildings.
You got to come outside to get your food then. You know.
But you on the roof?
Yeah, but you...
No,
yeah, you could.
You go in the front of the building.
The drones do come down to the street, but you're not gonna have that shit in no hood situation.
They're not coming to your balcony.
Yo, why not? Why not?
They might say, "Do you live on the balcony?"
And just drop your shit on the balcony, man.
But that brings me to my point. To what end? What are people going to do? Because
we're all going to be broke.
Yeah, basically. We won't be able to order nothing.
Won't, but still, you know what I mean? But the thing is, I'm trying to help everybody else. I'm trying to help everybody else. I'm not going to be. But I'm just saying, like, we need to figure out, like, is this what we need or is it just what we want? You see what I'm saying?
Well, I see AI as beneficial to poor people, because it gives them a way to advance themselves to a level up or two.
That's not true, because as soon as that's where it is right now. But as soon as the subscription prices triple, quadruple, like what Netflix did and what Uber has done, then poor people will not have access to it. And they have already trained that thing from using it for free or for cheap for so long that they are no longer necessary.
Let me ask you this. Imagine if there was an elite society that was about 1,000 strong, right? And they have created this legion of robots that gardens, that cooks, that cleans, where we know they no longer need the plebeians or the peasants to do anything, to buy anything, because all of these robots are now working off of solar energy, and they're based off of a code that's been created, and they already got their mansions and shit. The robot, like, what do they need us for? Because I've always thought, hey, wait a minute, if you create all of this AI shit, then nobody's going to have any money. You know, like the people that actually work for you and that bring you money will no longer be able to bring you money. But if they've created this league of robots, they don't need people anymore.
Right.
This is my entire point. Like, we create a mechanical society that does everything for the fleshborn, right? How long until the mechanical society? Because we will have them self-reproduce, because we don't even want to be bothered with making new ones. We're going to task them with the point of making new ones of themselves, which is reproductions, which kind of is one of the classifications of a life form. How long until they say they don't even need the fleshborn anymore?
I give it a generation or two, if that.
So let's stop here and now. Let's just give everybody, let the rich people pay their share. Let's use that share being paid to taxes to help the people who can't do things, and let's empower people to be a part of their communities and work in industries and in capacities for greater good.
I mean, what the fuck did they think that they meant when they said "Make America Great Again"? How could you possibly do it without this plan?
Make America Great Again is the tongue-in-cheek part about it is that they want to take it back to the 50s, where it was the greatest part in time, the greatest history. Greatest part of history was post-war, the baby boomer era. And the thing is, the reason why business was booming is because that was the most socialist our country has ever been. The government told companies what they could make and how much they could make of it at that point in time. You know what I mean? And everybody had money. Fancy that. But you know what I mean? Like, people don't even know what they're asking for anymore. They just want something because they hate another thing.
Here's a thought. So you have red states that I heard recently that make up 85% of the produce in our country. Is that correct? These farms that...
It depends on the product. It depends on the product.
Okay.
Is it corn? Is it avocado? Like, it depends on the product.
Okay. So dig this. The red states are saying to the blue states, because the blue states have said, we'll just cut you motherfucking assholes off. And the red states are saying, well, we provide most of your food. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, one cuts one off, then one doesn't eat. But I don't necessarily think that's how it works. What is your take on that?
My take is that we have gone into agricultural subsidization, which means that we pay farmers to either not grow certain things or to grow certain things. Our major industries are corn and soy. And since the tariffs have happened, all of these breadbasket red states have felt the pressure. They've either between -6 and -20% GDP over the last couple of months, because the Asians will not buy our soy. The other countries will not buy our syrup, but will not buy our corn, which makes corn syrup. Canada won't buy our whiskey. So Tennessee Tennessee and Kentucky, they're having a problem. You know what I mean? These tariffs are killing all the people who voted for.
Well, so the reason why I brought this up, because this woman said, if you guys cut us off, we are the ones that provide all of your food. And I said, well, based off of your leader and this care that you have for these farmers that provide the food, he kicked out all of the workers. And now a lot of them are filing for bankruptcy.
Most of the workers, not all of them, but yes.
Not all, but it just felt better to say all, Bravo.
No, the reason why because I know because I go to a couple of farms out here.
All of them. Well,
but my point is, what you're cheering on, your leader helped to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm thinking, well, wait a minute now. Blue states do have farms in them. The farms do exist in blue states, and her response was, yes, but they're in red counties, and that's not true. I mean, there are some in red counties, don't get me wrong, but we do have blue farms.
But let me tell you this, blue states normally have more money, which means
that was my point. That's the whole point of this argument.
The food. Yeah, they can import the food. They can bypass
all
of this stuff. They'll just pay more. Because look, blue states, they have the most Whole Food locations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and without the red states, we don't have to worry about that damn much welfare.
And also, I'm going to tell you, food is healthier from outside the country. And you cannot tell me I'm lying.
Exactly.
Hey. Wow.
Exactly.
Hey, well, guys,
anyway,
since we're in our sort of political segment here, as we round the final corners of this evening's purge,
that dude got the same haircut as my daddy.
Well, apparently Jasmine Crockett, who has, in my opinion, they kind of did her and a bunch of other people wrong with some redistricting, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah, that did actually happen. That actually happened, yeah.
All right, California's about to do it now.
Yep. So they definitely figured out a way to be more diabolical than I would have imagined.
I mean, your plan must be going great if you got a gerrymander the rest of the goddamn country, bro.
Yeah.
What you're finding out is people really don't like you like you thought they did.
What the fuck was Obama and Eric Holder supposed to be doing? This is what their job was. When they said they were leaving, when Obama's final term ended, he said this was his drive, was to go and make sure that the redistricting, him and Eric Holder, who was a former AG, they were supposed to go around the country, state to state, and fix gerrymandering.
Well, they
right?
None
of that shit happened, apparently.
Yeah, they just put it off a little back. And they
that shit
got it.
pisses
They
me
got
off.
it. They got it well drawn up. I knew something was up when they said we want a new census. I said, okay, they working on something. When they started pushing for a whole nother census to be done immediately, that was so they could figure out where everybody was. So they
How are soldiers supposed to vote if they get rid of mail-in voting?
So see, this is the thing we keep getting wrapped up in bullshit as like tagline politics. Like nobody looks past what the phrase is saying. Like, oh yeah, that's the most corrupt ever. Why is it the most corrupt when you lose? But when you win, it's not corrupt no more. Like, let's just get into that. You know what I mean? We've had mail-in voting for over 100 years.
Right.
And he said he said that no modern country uses mail-in voting. All modern countries use mail-in voting.
Some people can't get down there. Some people are in different states than where they would be registered, like a military person. So
we just bite down like with these people, like this is, and it goes back to what Bricks keeps highlighting every fucking time. I'm glad it's past 7 seconds. Trump said, "I love the uneducated," and now you see
the poorly educated. Because if you don't say poorly educated, they'll say you're misquoting. He didn't say that. It's poorly educated, and you're right.
Right. Yeah,
and they embrace
this whole time.
They and so now I'm glad you brought that up before we play this damn. Bro, they're saying the red states have now banded together like this poorly educated, like, oh, you're from a blue state, you went to college, and that's why you thinking.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Yes, motherfucker, because we're fucking educated, bro.
Anti-intellectualism is crazy.
Crazy.
It's
crazy.
It's the world that we live in at this point. We'll see if there's any change to it. But
why would anybody brag about not being smart? I don't understand it. Like,
remember back in the day, that was the cool kids. Remember the cool kids? You had to act like you was dumb. Be cool. Maybe that's the grown-up version.
No. That's not it. It was never. Look, it took me a while to figure this out. But if you go and you look at the obvious, you'll understand it. It was never people bragging about being dumb. It was just people either bragging. I don't want to say bragging, but it was people saying, I don't go to class. But what would happen is you would subscribe to that mentality, and then it was time for the grades to come out. You had an F and they had A's. Or time to graduate. They was graduating and maybe you weren't.
On the other side of that, they'll
beat your ass.
On the other side of that, the people that were idolized, a lot of people that were idolized in our high school days, we'll just say it there. Yeah. They had strengths in other areas. Either they were tall and built, either they were in the sports, football players, either they were just like they were the hookup, they were the plug at the school, you know what I mean? Either they had different things. And so education wasn't their thing, but they were still cool because they had a social network of people that always fawned over them because of their prescribed talents. You know what I mean? But the thing is that when we leave high school and people like us go off to college, they're working at Foot Locker and we're going ahead and trying to do something else, right?
I get that, but that's not what I'm talking about. But I respect everything you said. I agree with what you said. I do know those people, but that's not what the point I'm trying to illustrate is. Call somebody back then dumb. They'll fight you. Nobody was bragging about being dumb. True. What was happening is people didn't understand it. Like, so for example, if somebody keeps you out late till like 10 o'clock, somebody like myself, I'm out past 10 o'clock. I got to get up at 6 in the morning. I'm going home and I'm going to get in my bed. The difference was they were going home because they did their homework at 2:30 that afternoon. They just didn't tell you that.
Those are the sneaky smart people, but those are the minority. I'm gonna tell you that now. Yeah, they were the sneaky smarts. Yeah, they weren't. I was one of them, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So like I get that, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of the people who claim who actually were very popular and had people following their moves, they had talents in other areas.
I understand
if it wasn't education, and we need to. I just find it very ironic that the people who want the individual freedoms the most are the most likely to prescribe to a fascistic or a strongman leadership because they, you know what I mean?
He's going in there.
It just makes no sense to me. Like, I want to be strong
because
America,
he loves the poorly educated, and they represent.
The greatest trick they ever pulled was making poor people think that rich people thought the same way. Yeah. That's the greatest trick ever.
It's genius.
Gas is still too damn high.
Right.
Oh no, it was $2.93 around the corner today. I wanted to be so mad with Trump and them.
Trump still thinks cereal costs $11, and like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, he's still mesmerized by the term groceries. He even said he created that term once.
Everything's computer.
As per usual.
Well, hopefully this doesn't try to play me an ad here. All right, so Jasmine Crockett was mad at somebody for something about white privilege. So this is going viral. Now, she's already upset because of what they're doing with that gerrymandering. They're going to get her out of there without even having to. Seat just won't exist anymore. So she'd have to run for a whole nother office, like governor or something.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy though, right?
Okay, all right. So we love the Constitution today. And we also want to talk about foreign money coming in. Have y'all seen the report that was just produced where this chairman decided that he was going to block this committee from receiving additional information about y'all's guy, Trump, and all the money that he took? From what we did receive, we know that Trump got almost $6 million that we can account for, and we know that there's more there. From China specifically, we found almost $8 million total that he accepted from foreign governments while he was serving as the president of these United States. But we're concerned about the president's son who has not been involved in his administration. I just want to run it back, though, to the very beginning. Because this is something that I just can't get over. I can't get over the gentle lady from South Carolina talking about white privilege. It was a spit in the face, at least of mine as a black woman, for you to talk about what white privilege looks like, especially from that side of the aisle. And let me quote your now ousted speaker and what he had to say about the Republican Party and y'all's lack of diversity. When you look at the Democrats, they actually look like America. When I look at my party, we look like the most restrictive country club in America. So let me tell you something. Y'all don't know what white privilege looks like, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of something. Okay. You see, you want to talk about a two-tier justice system, and this is the only time that y'all have ever referenced it when this country has a history when it comes to black and brown folk of having two separate sets of rules. And right now what you want to do is have two separate sets of rules because Mr. Moskowitz offered y'all a fair situation. He said he would vote for Hunter to be held in contempt if y'all voted to hold all, even if you remove all of the members of Congress. There's still other people that y'all haven't decided that y'all have excuses for, but y'all don't want to hold them in contempt. But for some reason, it makes sense to hold Hunter Biden in contempt, who has tried to comply. And let me tell you why nobody wants to talk to y'all behind closed doors, because y'all lie. That's just the bottom line. You have done it thus far in this investigation. You have done it this far as it relates to this committee. In every single hearing, y'all spin. I don't know how y'all are still standing right now because you should be quite dizzy from all the spinning that you're constantly doing when it comes to spinning the truth. You talk about free and fair elections, but you back a guy who we know tried to steal the election. And this isn't about what Democrats have to say. Let me remind you, for those of you that don't know how the justice system works, it's not a matter of the president went in and indicted Trump, but we are talking about grand juries. Grand juries are comprised of American citizens, and the people that have entered pleas of guilty that will be flipping on your leader in a minute, they are Republicans. I do want to point that out. And half of them were Republicans that were handpicked by Donald Trump himself. So, to be clear, whatever happens to your little leader, it's going to be because of the actions that he took. So you can talk all you want to about how January 6th was nonsense, but all of y'all were running at that time. Y'all were grabbing y'all's gas masks and y'all were running to your offices because you didn't know if they were coming to kill you. You should have cared that somebody was there to protect you, but instead you want to play games because you found out that it was your leader that decided that he wanted to propagate an insurrection on our country. So don't tell me that you care about the Constitution, because you don't.
Well, that was a lot. I thought it was about white privilege, but she definitely had a lot to say. Now, the question is, do you agree with her? You agree with her?
I agree with absolutely everything that she said. What I am going to say is that this is not a bid against her. I like the fact that she still speaks in AAVE. But I don't like that when it becomes something that's this important. I want her to speak in a senatorial, kind of way. But the thing is, everything she said was straight facts. I don't like when she's hitting 95% for me. Only 5% is just the colloquialisms that she used. But everything else was on point.
Yeah, she could use everything else was on the delivery. The delivery was a bit much.
Everything else was on point. Yeah. She was not lying one bit about a damn thing.
And she made a mention about a lot of money missing or being in this direction or that direction, or people getting money from foreign governments and all kinds of stuff like that. And I'll be honest with you, that's probably 100% true because that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the game.
It's not even really a they. It's just been exacerbated by people who don't even want to fake like they're being impartial.
Right.
It's people who are just saying out loud, "Give me the money." And they're getting the money.
And then they'll
think about the old post office building in D.C. The old post office building in D.C., Trump bought it on his way to being president, turned it into a hotel so he could, and he would not meet with anybody unless they stayed there.
That's it.
Unless they stayed he would not meet with anybody who did not stay at the old post office building, which is now a hotel in D.C. And outside of, and when he's not the president, that building loses money year over year.
Oh, special shouts to Billy Forte put in the chat. I love this channel. Well, we love you back, Billy.
Too, Billy.
We love you back, Billy. Thank you for being the supporter of the channel. And So, like, I have my own issues with Jasmine Crockett because sometimes she can be a little too off the cuff when, like Bravo was saying, you know, sometimes you need to be real senatorial because you get more, what do they say, more bees with honey, right? So,
correct. And the thing is like she's saying the right things, but the way she's saying it turns off a whole section of America.
You see how people had their heads turned. They weren't even really listening to her. They're like, here she goes again with this shit. So they're not even paying attention at that point. And so I'm hoping that she finds somewhere else to be, because she does have a strong voice. I don't agree with the woman on everything, but at least she stands on what she believes in, and I got to respect that. So maybe she'll find another place to do it from, but she won't be able to do it in the Congress. No, they done figured out a way to get rid of her. They figured it out.
More than most, she's really been fighting for us. She's really been fighting for us. Like, granted about, you know what I mean, of my differences in the way her tone and the way that she speaks, and that's fine. That's just a personal preference. But her facts have been impeccable. And sometimes on the flip side, I like when she leans in to her, ethnic style of conversation, especially with the bleach blonde, bad built butch
that was
body.
Awesome.
I love that.
Awesome, by the way.
I love that.
Bleach blonde, bad built butch body. I'll never forget it as a description.
Yeah, yo. So I'm like, yo, so I can't falter for that because, you know, I gotta take the good with the bad.
True. Well, I wanted to play the clip because somebody said that Jasmine Crockett had an issue with white privilege, and I'm like, well, most people do. You know, if there's a privilege to be had in anything, people are going to have an issue with that because that's not fair to somebody who doesn't have that privilege. So I wasn't expecting to get all of the information that she did present, which to me is a thing where she's kind of saying, why are we wasting our time with Hunter Biden when we got way bigger fish to fry? And I 100% agree with that shit right there. Like, why do we care about Hunter Biden? He's a crackhead.
Here's the thing. The funniest thing about it is, like, when you cannot read the room. Okay, what can you do to Hunter Biden now? He's already been exposed for absolutely everything.
Yeah.
He wants the smoke. He wants all the smoke because he has information on everybody who wants to come bother him.
Yep.
He has the information. So he's like, all right, come on. Let's go.
Yeah,
sue me for what you want.
To leave Hunter Biden alone. He's a freaking powder keg.
They need to stop it. You do not push a man with no options. You never push a man.
Especially not a crackhead. You don't play with a crackhead. I'm telling you that right now. Is
he a crackhead? Did he smoke crack?
Formerly known as.
Man.
No, I don't mean. I mean, doing lines and crack. It kind of
Bricks. We're talking about The Rock. He gave the recipe for how to cook it up on an NBC interview. He was like, "Look, all you got to do is put some water in it." Like, he told the whole recipe.
Hey, I stand corrected.
He's on webcam with rocks and glass dicks. He's on webcams with that. That's why they call it the laptop from hell. Yeah.
Smoking that bass.
Smoking that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about bass. How low can you go?
Yeah. So, but the thing is, I want to give Jasmine Crockett her props because whatever happens in the future, I don't know where she's going to end up. But they did some diabolical
I have a hunch where she's going to end up, and it has a lot to do with that late night talk show host.
But she'll get her own show. She could do a show.
Yeah, she and what's his name? The one that used to be. What's his name? Oh man, the one that used to be on the Daily Show.
Oh, Trevor
Colbert. Oh, Trevor
Colbert.
Or John Stewart or whatever.
John Stewart, Colbert, and Jasmine Crockett got some shit coming.
I don't want her to have a show because she's really in the trenches. She really does the fights. She really makes the arguments. She really does the conversation. I don't want to entertainment her for vocal because we need her in the trenches.
Well, understand this.
We need her in the streets. We need her in the streets.
They're tired. Well, hold on now. They're tired of these major corporations censoring them. So they're working on something right now where they will have that voice And I think it's going to be crazy. Like, she's going to be just fine. Trust me.
Oh, she'll be fine.
I know she's going to be just fine, but I'm talking about the rest of us because she's really out there making these arguments. She's really out there doing the thing and speaking truth to that phrase we hear, speaking truth to power. Literally, she has the least amount of power in that room, and she's dressing them down. You know what I mean? We need people like that.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I mean? I don't want her to become an entertainment person because because that's what happened to our Jesse Jacksons. That what happened to our the National Network New Politics Nation, which is Al Sharpton.
Yeah,
that's what
Al
happens
Sharpton,
to
big
most
dirty.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. When it becomes more entertainment rather than being effective, then that's when we lose you.
However,
that's when you become a part of the fucking black experience.
And that may be the case. But what I will say for her as an individual, if you lived your life, you did everything that you were going to do. You even got to the point where you sat in that chair right there and told them like it is, and they found a way to get rid of you. I feel like she did her part as a human. Whether you liked her delivery or not, she did her part as a human for the greater good. And when the rope ran out, if she ends up with Colbert and Jon Stewart, good on her. Enjoy it.
Get your money, boo. Get your money.
But yeah, I understand it, but there's still work to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, what piece of legislation have Colbert and Stewart been a part of? What?
No, they haven't, but she has.
Right.
I understand that, but that's what I'm trying to say is like I would like to keep her in the fight any way I can.
You're saying
and I
she's too
understand
good for
that, and I would hope that because right now I saw an advertisement for her on Facebook, which was weird because I thought it was her channel, or maybe it is her channel, but she's asking for donations so that she can overturn something, or I forget.
Yes.
But my point is, she's trying to remain in the fight. But my thing is, as a person, like I will sit on these TikTok chats, and at the end of every one of them, I'm like, yo, you're not going to convince anybody, whether they, like if blue versus red or red versus blue, you're not going to convince anybody. But what I will say is, y'all motherfuckers sit on this goddamn TikTok and talk like on the Phil Donahue show back in the day, like you just feel good because the mic came to you and you said some shit and everybody was like, yeah, and then you sat down and you're like, yeah, I said some shit. That's all you're doing on TikTok is sitting there saying some shit. Well, Jasmine is not only in the fucking street, she's in the fucking house doing her thing. Now, if the powers that be push her out, I'm saying as a person, she actually did something. So I say, if she and Colbert and them hook up and do something, yes, it may be for the entertainment side, but in your defense, Bravo, she does have hands-on. She does have that experience. She does know these people from a first name basis and a first, in-person basis. And she can say, no, before y'all tell this story, take this into consideration. They have a first-hand person, yo. She's a first responder right there. She did something with her life.
My response to this is that, what the hell is Michelle Obama doing? What the hell is Barack Obama doing? What is Eric Holder doing? What is everybody who had our backs while they were in office, now that they're out of office, what the hell are they doing? We don't hear shit.
And that may be a bad thing. That may be a bad thing.
They're producing
but what I'm saying
movies.
Is, it may be a good thing at the same time because maybe we don't know. And what I mean by that is like consultants.
What I'm trying to say is right now, what they consulting how to lose because that's what's been happening.
No. That is what's been happening. But what I'm saying is,
no. I understand what it is you're saying, but what I am saying is we need to stay in the fight as much as we can because the pendulum will swing the other way. And once we have the trifecta, the House, the Senate, and the Congress, we need to not be polite like we were last time.
When they go high, when they go low, we go high. Yeah.
When we get in, we shut the door. Fuck the go low, go high shit. We go in and we do the things we've been saying for years.
And again, I agree.
Let me finish. The thing is that what our major issue was when Obama came in the first time. Yes, he wasn't a perfect president. I know that. drone strikes, all kinds of shit. But he pussyfooted when he had the trifecta when it came to the healthcare stuff. The public option was not introduced or fleshed out as it should have been, and a lot of issues would have been solved with that. A lot of things we should have took the bully shit and ran with it and set it in motion as laws. Not executive orders, as laws when we had it. Like we sat there, we fell asleep at the wheel for Roe v. Wade. We never codified it into the law. So that's why it got overturned. We never sat down and codified 1964 Voting Rights Act. That's why they pulled that shit back. Like we need to do the things when we are there. Let's stop fucking around and trying to be extra safe and be extra polite to everybody.
Okay, well, I think at that point, what everybody is realizing is that the country, just because Democrats win, you know what? Here's a better idea. You remember when you and I were watching on election night?
Yeah.
And I'm watching it, probably not as well versed as you, man. I mean, definitely not as well versed as you. But I've always looked at the map. And even when Barack Obama won, when they showed the maps, if you look at the bulk of the country, it's always been red with a little bit of blue. But because of how the Electoral College works, population, somehow Barack Obama wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when he would win, it's almost like if you were a Democrat, then you're just assuming, well, yeah, we won because the rest of the country is like that. No, we won because of the Electoral College. We didn't win because of the multitude. It's like
we won because we got people to get up and vote. Every time we lose, it's been a downturn.
I get that part, but what I'm saying is it's this huge surprise that there are so many women in this country that didn't give a shit that Roe v. Wade was overturned. The surprise that I felt like,
I understand, but the majority
I'm thinking
of people
about
in the country did care.
I don't want an alligator Alcatraz, but the majority of this country seemed to want it.
Exactly.
And so what I'm saying is that's why when Obama was in office, they were lackadaisical because it was this understanding that we're just doing the right thing. But
Alligator Alcatraz was the Nostradamus album. We were happy to have a new Nas album, but then once we heard it, we were like, "This is trash." That's what Alligator Alcatraz is.
Nostradamus album.
Well, speaking of things,
which song? Dr. Knockboot.
Go ahead, Proper Purge. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, let me bring it to the next grand idea here, since we're talking about it. But there is now going to be a coloring of the Great Wall of America, and so so we're gonna.
How much does it fucking
We're not
cost?
gonna worry about waste, fraud, and abuse. Okay, we're just gonna talk about painting the wall, man. Just painting the wall. So Kristi Noem came out. She said this wall thing. I'm gonna play it. Here it goes.
Remember that a nation without borders is no nation at all. And we're so thankful that we have a president that understands that and understands that a secure border is important to our country's future.
Right.
Now, if you look at the structure that's behind me, it's tall, which makes it very, very difficult to climb, almost impossible. It also goes deep into the ground, which would make it very difficult, if not impossible, to dig under. And today, we are also going to be painting it black. That is specifically at the request of the president, who understands that in the hot temperatures down here, when something is painted black, it gets even warmer, and it will make it even harder for people to climb. So we are going to be painting the entire southern border wall black to make sure that we encourage individuals to not come into our country illegally, to not break our federal laws, but that they will abide and come to our country the right way so that they can stay and have the opportunity to become
Painting a
United
fence
States.
is a new story now, yo.
Yeah, they're painting the wall black.
Why not painted silver?
Well,
something that reflects light that burns like shit.
Silver be hot. You're right.
Here's the thing. Here's what they're not even fucking talking about. Like, okay, so are they going to paint it with rollers? Are they going to paint it with hand brushes? No, they're not. They're going to spray it. So there's going to be so much paint on this fucking how many miles of wall that's going to be blowing off into the desert, poisoning the goddamn soil.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course. Why not? They got to poison the soil. I mean,
and we haven't even talked about how much it fucking costs. Like, this is stupid.
Apparently,
This
it's
is
coming up
stupid.
about $2 million right now. Is what the people are
So the wall is finished?
You know, I don't think so. So why are we
It's not.
painting it? It's not even done yet.
Correct.
So they're just painting one
That's
part of it.
That's a touchdown celebration at the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
This is what's going on. And also, on top of all that, we haven't forgotten about Epstein.
Yeah.
Epstein.
know.
You're in the files. Stop trying to throw us other things to make us not think about it. We know you're in the files, dude.
Maybe he can get some of these people that he's trying to deport to help paint this fence.
This is what I was going to say that too.
Why is she wearing the John Deere uniform now?
Well, she's always in a costume. You know, they've been making a lot of fun of her on South Park. That she's always in some type of costume.
I love them episodes.
Yeah.
Them shits is funny as hell, bro.
She even got mad. She was like, "They're just taking the joke too far." Like, hey, you're funny to people, so South Park is gonna get at you. They don't discriminate.
Like,
they
you're
do not
dumb.
discriminate.
You're dumb and they don't like you. Let's just understand that. That's
But why
fine.
didn't they make fun of Joe Biden?
Well, they did.
Well, let's be honest. Joe Biden had enough people making fun of him, and I'm pretty sure
All the time.
he was on South Park at some point. You know. So I just wanted
Yeah,
to
but
know
these
if you
people-
guys thought it was a good idea to paint the wall black.
You know what? $2 million
black
could literally
hat.
no, $2 million could literally fund a public bus system in any major city for a good little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Help
well,
people get to work.
they funding the public bus system in any major city right now, Jack.
Well, I feel like the blackness of the wall is a symbol of the unity of America.
I guarantee them goddamn soldiers ain't walking through Rock Creek Park.
No, of course
Not in them $1 million houses.
And they definitely ain't doing it after dark.
No.
Doing it in the park.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
So, all right, I just wanted to know if you guys thought this was waste or if it was a genius idea to paint something black because it's hot. That was their thing.
I think it's both. I think it's both. I think
Are
it's
they gonna
waste.
dig up the shit and paint the black fence down in the
No,
earth
'cause
too?
they don't need it to be hot down there. That's underground. It
because
needs
it's
to be
damn
hot.
near. It's hard, if not impossible, to dig under. Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I think
You know how
I think
many
it's
tunnels
both
are
ways.
probably still down there, yeah?
They probably did. They probably built around the tunnels that were there already.
They built secondary tunnels. Like, yeah, they already
Right.
seen this first one. Let's build another one.
They're like, oh, let's do it. We can't make the wall this deep over here. This is where Hector's tunnel is. We need that money coming in. You know what I mean?
All right.
What if they just walk up to the fence? Because, like, all right, so if there's a wall there, right? Like, they're not even really concerned. They're like, man, it's too tall for them to climb over. And they just look at the fence, and it's just immigrants walking down the fence.
Right.
Just hanging up.
The wall, to where the wall stops.
Yeah, they're
And
going
when they
to
built
the
their
camp.
neighborhood, right? They built their neighborhood all the way up to the wall, like somebody's kitchen windows looking through the wall.
I bet you that wall, like, if you look at, like you know how if you take a satellite and you put it to a certain angle where you can look at a certain area, but you're looking straight at it as opposed to down at it.
Right.
Yeah,
I bet you that wall looked like teeth, like with gaps in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they fixed. I wonder how much of that wall is covered. Like is it just Texas? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude, the wall is so gappy. There were huge gaps in this wall.
Yeah,
And that's the
miles.
thing that
Miles.
Yeah, there were like tens or hundreds of miles of gaps in this
like,
wall.
bro, New Mexico is wide open right there around Albuquerque.
Right.
Yeah, we good.
Like, they haven't done anything about it. They haven't done anything about it, but they keep talking about this wall like it's been built. Like,
Let's fucking paint it.
right,
We gotta paint the fence.
right.
Wow.
Because that's what's important right now.
All right,
Half
well-
the country doesn't want to do business with us, but we're gonna paint a fucking fence.
So hold up, y'all. I did want to talk about this, man. They clean up fucking so they sent the
They
National
didn't
Guard.
clean up DC.
No, but hear me out. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
The aim is to clean up DC's crime, right?
None of them are in Southeast.
We know in 2 to 3 months when the actual tariffs actually hit, when all of the storage runs out, prices are going to go up. I mean, if you don't, like, every economist in the fucking world is like, what are they doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you go in there and you clean up the crime for 30 days, right? 30, not 30, 30, 30. You go up in there and you clean up the crime for 30 days, and then the prices go through the roof in 3 or 4 months, right?
Yeah, people gonna be right back to crime.
Exactly. Yo, you thought it was crime now.
Wait till these niggas get real hungry.
What do you think poverty does, dude?
Right.
The tariffs hit at the same time SNAP benefits get reduced and Medicare gets obliterated. Come on now.
Ain't gonna be enough National Guard soldiers.
Hell no.
Wow. Well,
yeah,
we got one more.
And what does that say about, hold on, what does that say about ICE? ICE is so freaking tough. The National Guard got to go pull them out of shit every time, bro.
I'm saying ICE is so cool. Like, they're so good. They're hiring 50-year-olds.
You know how I know that there's nothing really dangerous going on in DC? I mean, there's crime, but you know how I know there's not that dangerous? Because
white women with small dogs.
Well, yeah. In New York boobs, no, because these soldiers, they're actually filming them standing in fucking formation. Now, let me tell you something about a formation, and this is what I've always, well, see, we don't have these in other countries unless we're on post. But setting up in a formation means, as a terrorist, let's say I was a terrorist, I can pluck you all off because you're all standing in formation at parade rest, looking at somebody talk some stupid shit. Right. That's how I know it's not that serious.
You never go into formation in a hostile area. Because
hell no.
You're congregating resources in an easily strikeable place.
Everything would be tactical. Yep. It's all bullshit. And America's just eating it up. Oh, yeah, the National Guard. I mean, the National Guard and the reserves, most of us don't even pass our fucking PT test, bro. Ain't no bullets in them guns.
You see, you see those old ass men walking on the Columbia Mall with the ladies jogging next to them when they were kept on showing that same clip about the military being in DC. Those 5 old white dudes wearing their, you know what I mean? Just overweight with the ladies are jogging next to them.
I haven't passed a PT test in 6 or 7 years. They all on profile.
They can't spell PT test.
Wow.
Bro, the ACFT, bro, I don't know if y'all ever seen it, but I'm going to tell you like this. That ACFT is so grueling. Well, not for people that are really, really in shape, but it's a grueling PT test. And it's so bad that after you do all of the physical events, the last thing is the 2-mile run. The 2-mile run, because of what you just finished doing, now they give you 22 minutes to pass that run. 2 miles, bro. In basic, I ran that bitch in 13 minutes. Now you get 22 minutes. Wow. These people standing down there in DC right now, yo, for any of you gangsters out there, if you see ICE, I'd be worried about them. But if it's just some National Guard members out there, all right, bro, because they don't really give a fuck. They're not going to chase you and they're not going to shoot you, yo. Get your hustle on, yo. Get your money.
All right, well, guys, we are at our last story of the day because I figured it had to be covered because everybody's talking about it. But you guys know who Tulsi Gabbard is, right?
Oh,
yeah, bro.
All right, so we got to talk about her taking these people's security clearances. It's become a big story, but folks don't understand. I don't think they understand security clearances because they're like, well, these people don't work for the government anymore. Well, you still need the clearance in case you do other stuff later in life. So,
and if you want to get read in because you're a specialist on a certain thing,
right,
you need to have a clearance beforehand.
This is a long clip, man. Hold on, I'm gonna speed this shit up.
That's not a clip. Please. That's a movie.
Yeah, that's a whole situation right there.
Goddamn episode.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna jump through this shit because I don't have time for this today. We know what she did. You know, let me just play it.
All right, breaking news tonight. The Trump administration continuing to root out the deep state. Earlier today, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard stripped 37 security clearances over a Barack Obama-ordered intelligence report of Russian interference in the 2016 election, which launched Russiagate. She announced the move on X, saying in part that the 37 who had their clearances revoked, quote, abused the public trust by politicizing, manipulating intelligence, leaking classified intelligence without authorization, and or committing intentional, egregious violations of tradecraft standards. records. Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, is here with us with more. This kind of fits in with your original declassification. And that was what you discovered was there was an original senior career intelligence assessment about possible Russian interference in 2016. And they said there was no interference. And correct me if I'm wrong. And then Obama himself reordered another assessment with top intel officials rather than listen to rank and file senior analysts that are career analysts.
So there's a slight difference here in what you're saying, Sean. First of all, thank you for having me on. It's great to see you. The intelligence community assessed in the months leading up to that November 2016 election that, yes, Russia was trying to interfere in our election by sowing discord and chaos.
You know, I still don't believe it. Like, who's Russia?
Well, Trump said that. He said that's what they do.
Yeah, Russia, if you can find the emails, he said it. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The reason why it's plausible deniability is because their normal confusion campaign was doing the job. Like I told you,
like a war criminal right now.
Yes, in many countries he is.
Didn't they roll out the red carpet in Alaska for this war criminal?
Yes, he did, and then made demands and conceded nothing. Yes, that's what that literally happened. But what I'm trying to say is that as far as what she's talking about this Russia thing and all that kind of things, it's funny that always the red state, the authoritarian party, is always talking about the deep state. It is crazy to me that all of a sudden, when the same things that they have done in the past, as soon as somebody else does them, all of a sudden they want to cry foul. It's really crazy that we are distracting ourselves. They want to, on purpose, distract ourselves from things that are actually happening. The market is crashing. You know what I mean? AI is about to hit this bubble. You know what I mean? We are about, there's a reason why they've made all of the things that happen in the big, beautiful bill happen after midterms. There's a reason, like there's a whole bunch of things coming due, and they're telling us a whole bunch of bullshit in the meantime. Like, I don't give a fuck. They put people's clearances. Do they work in the government right now? No, they don't. That's what they're not saying right now. None of the people they took the clearances from work in the government right now.
What I was saying, though, if you have a clearance, if you get and earn a top secret clearance, it's something you have that you can take with you from job to job, so to speak. If you lose that clearance,
it depends. Well, it depends.
I'm just talking from my own personal experience. When you have a public trust clearance or whatever that is, you can get that multiple times, and people will ask if you have it, right? So if you have a top secret government clearance and you need that for whatever job you're trying to get, if she takes that away from you, you can't work in whatever field you were probably used to working in. So
possibly no. What that means is that anything that she is responsible for, because is she the DNI? I think she's the DNI, right?
Yes.
So basically, the DNI sponsored clearances are being removed. The agency that these people now work for can now go ahead through another clearance process. Fill out the SF-86, do the 10-year form, do the fucking polygraph, all that kind of shit. They can do it again. But the ones that were sponsored by DNI or through DNI or whatever the fuck, they can reapply again. It's just that because when you leave a position with a clearance, it is common courtesy to leave you with that clearance until the next person can assume, the next job you hold can assume responsibility of sponsorship. But it's not always the case. I've known people who have left gigs with clearances, and because they left without the 2 weeks notice or they didn't like the people there, they were vindictive and pulled their clearance from them for no particular reason other than they don't work here anymore. We don't have to sponsor it anymore.
So I guess my question becomes, what is the reason that these people's clearances are being removed now? If this was something that happened in like 2016, and really, I'm not going to put it past.
Epstein. Yeah.
Oh well, look, man. Ghislaine Maxwell came out and said that Trump had nothing to do with this Epstein.
Yeah, the girl that got in trouble for perjury. We believe her.
Wait. What she said was, he did nothing inappropriate in front of me. That's what she said.
There you go.
She did say that.
She did say. So she said that, And
she did say, I really like him.
Yeah. And
I'm sure he likes you too.
I really like the guy who can pardon me.
And but they're going to keep stringing us along with that because a lot of people were like, "Oh, Ghislaine Maxwell, she's going to give up all the goods."
However, this is where it gets crazy. Now, let's take Trump out of the equation. They did say that whatever she says at this point, once they have all of that information, again, take Trump out of it, but all of the information at their disposal, now they can put her on trial and get her for perjury again. So everything she says better stand up.
He'll pardon her. That's not going to happen.
No, they're going to wait. They
can still summon her or summon her.
They're not getting shit out of that lady. You know what I'm saying?
But
they're not getting shit out of that lady.
But here's the thing. What they can do, even though she is pardoned from the original issues or the charges, if they pull her back for perjury after his term is done, he can't pardon shit.
That's true.
Right.
But at that point, I mean, I don't even think.
No, but we would play. At that point, they would play it. They could, because I don't think the red side really understands how many tricks of the trade they're teaching the blue side when the pendulum swings back.
Yeah, we both get these weapons when you make them. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. We both get these weapons.
Well, so my thing is, I believe, similar to what you believe, that the entire we're investigating people for this Russia thing is just one of these weird ass distractions that Tulsi Gabbard has to use to kind of justify her existence because she hasn't done nothing else. Like since she
doesn't know how to do anything.
Yeah, she hasn't done.
I wish she wasn't such a dick and she didn't look so stupid when she talks because when you put her up there, I didn't realize she's attractive until she started talking.
Very hot. She's very hot.
Oh, Tulsi Gabbard, she's a little baddie. Don't get it wrong. I'm not.
She gives me really strong Elaine from Seinfeld vibes.
Yeah, she does.
Yes, but Elaine from Seinfeld on the Griswold Christmas movie.
Ooh.
Yeah, the next door neighbors. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. Good pull. Good pull. Phrasing.
Yeah. So, but I think this will be who they run with next. If she does something significant, and that's why I think this is going on, is because she hasn't done anything significant as this director.
Run with how? As far as the next presidential candidate?
Yeah, they'll run with her as a woman.
You're not going to vote for a lady, dog. Stop playing.
But she'll defect just like she did to become a Republican. She wasn't even a Republican. She'll just defect.
I know that they're not
go back
voting
to being a Democrat. Watch, I'm telling you, they would get behind her, man. Watch.
No, we're not going to. No, the Democrats aren't going to have her back.
Ain't nobody going to elect nobody named Tulsi.
But okay, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Because outside of elections, we won't even accept Candace back, much less Tulsi.
Well,
I don't know. I think a white woman has a better chance than a black woman in this country.
I think Tulsi Gabbard would have a chance if they got a good enough campaign going behind her and had her talking. She speaks really well. And
the Simpsons predicted that Donald Trump is done on the 25th.
Done with what?
Life.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Because then we're going to war, and then we'll have J.D. Vance please as president.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, but I think that guy that took a shot at Donald Trump ain't gonna miss with J.D. Vance.
Aim for the beard.
Aim for the bald head, yo. Have you seen them pictures, yo? Oh my
God.
J.D. Vance, please. No, the pictures of him as a baby.
Oh, as a baby.
That's why I said. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I said J.D. Vance, please. That's why I said that.
Yo, J.D. Vance, man, like he can't. You know what? I kind of feel bad for him.
I don't.
No, hear me out. When I look at humans, I put myself in their position, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't mean what he says or what he does, but I just mean if I imagine myself, me being me, in their position, like if I'm taking my family onto a vacation, I got my kids with me, and there's all of a sudden some truck with a big ass fucking billboard on the side of it of me fat with a bald head and my kids are there and everybody's screaming, "Go to fuck home!" Like, that would be hard for me and my children. That's what I mean. But
did you sell
America and the rest of the world does not take this man seriously. Like,
the thing is, I don't feel bad for somebody who made their bed. Like I said, I've said this time and time again.
I understand that.
I empathize. With
is that the word empathize? But then I
have.
empathize, yeah.
You know what I mean? But the thing is, I
no man
never
should
forgive,
be getting shit on like that.
Yes, he should be. Yes,
hear me out.
Yes, he should be.
Hear me out
be.
before you interrupt me. What I'm saying is, take the situation away and just put a man standing next to his children. That's what I'm talking.
No, the man.
It does matter, bro. Because if I got problems with you, Bravo,
the man made choices to get to that point.
If I got problems with you, Bravo, I'm old school.
I get you, but you're thinking man to man.
Have your wife take them kids around the corner and then we can handle this business. I'm not going to knock you out in front of your children. I'm not going to do that.
If you betrayed your country, if you betrayed your country and your country responds to you in kind, I can't say that everybody needs to be on man-to-man basis. You're looking at an individual thing when you're dealing with somebody who's betrayed their country.
I get exactly what you're saying, but again, I led with, if I put myself, and I mean like physically, like if I could trade places with him and I just had to wake up one day and all of a sudden I'm JD Vance that did all of this fuck shit, but I'm standing next to my children, that's what I'm saying. Like, I come from a culture where if your kids were around you, you might, well,
that hasn't mattered
in the beginning of my life.
Years. That hasn't mattered in years.
Well, it matters to me. And that's what I give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what matters to other people.
About that. You're right about considering.
I'm not going to throw hands with you in front of your children.
That's fine. That's fine. But people will.
These niggas don't give a shit.
The people will yell. The people will hold up signs.
Now, how do I feel about JD Vance? Fuck that.
Would I hold the sign and drive past him and say "fuck your life" with his kids in the car? Yes, I would.
I would.
Because the reason why is because he chose.
I can't go to my creator. I can't go to my creator and do that.
I have to speak. I have to speak against people who willfully trade against their nation and against the common good of the people for riches. He has been riding to his way to the top. I don't
disagree. I just ain't gonna do that shit in front of his kids.
He's been riding to the top with Peter Thiel's digging his ass for too long, right? He's been sponsored. He's been sponsored to be an agent of chaos. I am not having any pity for him, nor anybody associated with.
I get it.
Literally, Big Balls, the dude, the Doge kid who got his ass beat in D.C., right? I
don't know how we got here. I'm just saying. I don't want to. No, nigga. Like, you cut me off thousands of times. I'm saying.
Trying to tell you,
if I'm with my children, nigga, save that shit till tomorrow. Then we can go out back.
No, Big Balls was on it. He was on Twitter saying, normalize Indian hate. Normalize Indian hate, right? That's what this dude who got beat up in D.C. had said.
Hold on. I was cutting you off. I want you to start up because I was cutting you off, so I didn't hear the good stuff.
The little dude who works for Doge, what his code name is Big Balls, who just got beat up in D.C., right? He was, before he got hired into Doge, he posted on X or Twitter, he said normalize Indian hate because he hates Indian people. JD Vance went out and supported this dude when his wife is Indian and said, hey, we can't be all like this because people said things in the past. Fuck JD Vance. He put his kids in problems. He put his family in problems.
You know what?
Worry about that.
All right, time out. Let me say something, man. All right, yes. I'm not saying that I rock with that piece of shit. I'm just, you know what? I'll just say this. If y'all motherfuckers got a problem with me and my kids are here, this is me personally. Because that's what I was saying. If I was in his shoes, yo, let me go tuck them babies in and then we can go get in the alley and do whatever you want to do, nigga.
Right.
So if I was in his position, I get what you're saying, but you're not even giving me that. Bravo, look, again, I'll tell you, if I had a problem with you, your kids would never know. That's all.
I understand that, and I think that you're right. I said you were right. I said that you were. I've been saying that you are right. But
I was so into my point that I didn't hear you. So I'm sorry.
I've been saying that you are right. But what I'm trying to say is you're trying to.
I'm sorry, nigga.
An individual system to what somebody has done something to a large population.
Bravo.
You can't have everybody come see you one-to-one when you pissed off a whole population.
I'm sorry. You're right, yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta get ready.
I ain't gonna do it, but you're right. I get you.
I gotta get ready to get out of here. Serious. Y'all are funny as shit. We didn't even listen to Tulsi. So all we know was
she's just fine, yo.
No, all we knew was the clip was 7 minutes long.
Nothing to the common stock of knowledge and understanding.
Yeah,
nigga.
I bet you that we had better shit to say than she did.
Yeah, we gave her 30 seconds. We had 30
seconds. Would you
seconds.
smash though? Since we talking shop.
Yes, and it's spit in the mouth.
I'm just saying. That's crazy what you
said. That motherfucker look like she smelled like that goddamn bathroom linen spray.
Yeah. The baby powder smells shit.
Yeah, that shit'll cover up the smell of shit.
Yes. And that's what her job is. Her job is to cover up some shit.
Right.
So I'm hoping that she finds something else to do, because this whole Russia probe, I think it's a waste of time. Resources,
I feel bad for all them
money,
bitches.
all that shit. I don't want to hear nothing
Hey,
else
Trump
about
got them bitches looking like some goddamn bottom feeding hoes.
Well, they are. They are, because they're rocking with him.
They are. They are.
All right, well,
they ain't gonna have no credibility in about 3.5 years.
Yeah, because guess what? Who's talking about Sarah Huckabee Sanders right now? You know what I mean?
Yo, can you imagine what fucking what's that bitch name in the Caroline something?
Caroline Levitt.
Yo, she probably be hearing Trump say some shit, knowing she got to be the one to go stand in front of the people. She be looking at that nigga like,
think about it. Yo, when's the last time you heard from Sean? When's the last time you heard from Sean Spicer?
Yeah, what happened to that guy? What happened to that guy?
You see what I'm saying?
He was losing his shit though.
These bitches looking like, these women wouldn't even take up for their husbands. Like the paycheck, the money got to be long like train smoke.
Long.
Because they ain't gonna have no credibility in 3.5 years.
Yeah. It's clout, dog. It's clout as being next to the man is what they're all doing, because you cannot get long dough when you're playing when you have a federal job. Like you literally cap out a 250 max. You cap out a 250 max. The president makes like what?
Yeah, they make it way more than 250 max, nigga.
Yeah, they get.
But I'm saying that there might be deals on the side. But what I'm saying, the main bread that you getting, you cannot make more than 250.
Ain't no woman in real life attracted to a motherfucker that shit his pants and got cankles, nigga. It just ain't.
Not happening.
Exactly. They say when they say he smell like ketchup and sweat and piss.
What they call that nigga Toronto dump?
Yo. All right. I did not mean to do that. Let's cancel that. All right.
Yeah, that nigga.
Shit. But
and always leaning him forward like he's on the edge of the diving board.
Yeah.
Is it cold in there?
Yeah, nigga.
So nonetheless, guys, I feel
that Tito.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel good about what
I feel good than a motherfucker. I'm about to make some beats when we get over this shit.
Yeah, I got some stuff I got to finish up with this program I'm writing that I should have called Skynet, because the second I turned it on, it went butt naked crazy, man.
Did you do that with one or two hands?
Just one hand, but it was a strong hand.
It was the other hand.
Yeah,
I believe it was a fist, maybe a cone.
So, it's a cone.
So, nonetheless, guys, unless you have anything else to add,
I ain't got shit else to add. Bye, nigga.
Well, we're not gonna do it like that. Quick shouts to Billy Forte and Purple Groovy and
hell yeah, I love this channel too, bro.
Yeah. And
I do have something to add. I do have something to add. I really appreciate every time that we get to hang out and talk about the real issues of the nation. I like doing that, and in a good environment. And everybody listening, love each other as you would have other people love you.
Yo, survival of the friendliest. Love you, Papa Purge.
Yeah. Well, with that, gentlemen, I think we've done what we have to do, because I gotta go. All right.
Yeah.
Out of here.
There it is.